sí, con la ballena.
Alright, let's do a sound test. As the artist people usually say, testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, so we have sound. Let's now do volume 3, chapter 3 of Chinin, Nikki. The sensational idol contest in the year is coming to an end tonight. And there are 3 voting channels for the contest. The official website moments and the VIP channel exclusive for the Forest Spring customers. Now on the screen we can see the stage of the contest, and the cheers on the stage are for the girls who make it into the final. Under the spotlight, the champion's throne looks extraordinarily dazzling, just like a treasure waiting for its owner. The girls all look at the stage with full of anticipation, and then the camera focuses on Dodora, who stands in the center. Dodora, and what do you think you'll end up in the contest? And Dodora shows a confident smile as if it is a stupid question. The top, of course. And she points at the top seat in the spotlight and smiles confidently at the camera. I'll prove it to you. Unlike the lively idol on the screen, now Dodora is lying on the table in her lounge and looking exhausted. And many figures flash in her mind, the pink-haired girl and the people around her, and also a strange herself wandering in the ocean of memory. And she shakes her head and stares at the golden coin in her hand as if it's the last hope. Heads pretend nothing happened, tails go and find them. And the coin tosses it into the air, and Lilith looks up, waiting for it to fall down. And suddenly a hand catches the coin in the air and presses it onto the table. And who are you looking for? Oh, no one. And I thought you were taking care of the costumes, and what are you doing here? And the angel looks at the door and it's time to change the subject. And you haven't been yourself recently, but the final is coming. Buy Forest Spring products for the idol contest, VIP votes, and support your girl. And Forest Spring natural mineral water and a blessing from the pigeon forest. The adults are only playing on TV interrupts the agent, and she looks at the screen and slowly frowns. And meanwhile, the Dora stares at her ruby necklace again and lost in thought again. And pull yourself together, a superstar, and the voting system is actually a disadvantage for you. The biggest shareholder of the Forest Spring is Mercury, and no one can stand in the way if they want to cheat. It's okay, I just want to do my best to finish my show today. And the angel looks at the Dora, amazed at her calmness, as if this is the first time they meet. And this isn't you, and you said you were going to win the contest in yesterday's interview, and didn't you? And the Dora turns around and tilts her head and blinks at the angel, and then she gives the same smile as if it was yesterday's interview. And what's special about the top rank, and I always believe I myself is the best idol. And the angel is done, and finally she passed on her head. Alright, stop idol, and go try on your new dress. There's still more than an hour before the idol contest starts, and the stadium is already filled with people. And the fans are holding various signs to show their support, and like LED boards and creating a sea of color. And there's a huge ride, and luckily Ian bought us front row tickets. And Mariana and I want to watch the show more shows in Maryland. After all, a live show really gets a different feeling from watching it through the mirror in the arc. And on the large screen in the mirror of the stadium, the CCM mayor is giving a long speech to the audience. And therefore, the CCM Idol Contest is a grand event for Maryland rather than just a festival for Lanier. And I believe the Idol Contest will become a new cultural symbol of Lanier and make an extraordinary contribution to boosting the cultural industry. And gosh, the mayor has repeated that sentence 3 times. And a girl from the audience shakes her head and looking shocked and takes out her phone to vote for Dodora. And can't believe he has been talking for half an hour, and what a harangue. And finally, distinguished guests, welcome to Sisia, and I wish you a wonderful night. And as soon as the speech is over, applause bursts out, mostly because it's over. And the camera focuses on the VIPs who are nodding to say hello. And those VIPs really dressed up, and their kids look so heavy. And I think those are the VIPs from the Northern Kingdom. And people in the Lost value power, so their outfits are designed to show strength. And the beautiful lady in golden in the right side must be come from Wasteland. The one beside Wasteland's beauty is an elf nobility from Pigeon, and the wings of his back are shining in golden dots. I had never met an elf alive who would be here. Then you say the politicians from Cloud and Apple are here, and those are from the Northern Kingdom, and the Wasteland Lady are noble too. I thought it's just a show, and why is international conference now? And the near values beauty a lot, and the current queen on the near is a former winner of the Star Heaven Swan. And now the other contest is even more popular event of beauty. And maybe the contest is never a simple show in their eyes, but a vain indication that the candidate or the next queen on the near. So Dodora has a chance to be the next queen on the near. Can't imagine that at all. And there are many fans of her, and you can't tell how much they like her, and maybe she would prefer to be an idol than to be a queen. And hundreds of Dodora's fans gather in the stadium wearing the same uniforms and waving pink glow sticks to express their support for Dodora. And then next to them are Dorothy's fans, and they are wearing purple uniforms and form square. Dodora, Dodora, super cutie Dodora. And Dodora's fans shout their catchphrase first, and then Dodora's fans shout theirs, and the two groups try to yell at each other. And the camera focuses precisely on this war, and the fans wave the boards and even more excitedly as they see themselves on the screen. Teresita, do you feel familiar with the man wearing a cat ears? And Nikki points to the screen and where a fan of Dorothy is trying to hide himself, but his figure and hairstyle show who he is. Isn't that Vulture? And what is he doing here? Since Vulture was from Mercury, I think it probably has something to do with the Mercury era. And agree. And that being the case, and will they do something to Dodora? And I'm worried about her. And Teresita, let's go backstage and cheer for her. Marina and I will stay here, and Nikki and Teresita, be careful. And Nikki, you should dress like a real staff member this time and don't get caught again. Alright, let's dress her up. Alright, let's show front and back, and off we go.
I see the causes of the world with my eyes.
What is it, Faye? Yeah.
Si tú puedes parar esta cosa, porque yo no tengo cuenta, a veces no se trabaja más ahí, porque ahí pierde todo el... ella se pasa ahí y es fan. Los tubos así para acá, ella lo hace por ahí ya. Tubos así para... esto ahora bien, no sé cómo dice que tienen que...
Like it's either the gloves or the nail art, because like the gloves they cover up the nail art.
Pongo arriba de aquí, por ahí pasa también. No, esta no. Ponlo aquí arriba de aquí. Deja este aquí como está.
Backstage of the show. Please show me your staff card, thank you. Hi, we're friends of Dodora's, and could you? Friends, and I already stopped 50 friends over. You guys. And a young stylist woman comes over and beckons the guard to let them in. And they are Dodora's friends, and it's okay. And thank you for saving Dodora's life last time, and are you here for her? Yes, we have something to tell her. And the angel sighed softly as if she remembered something. And don't know why, but she looks obsessed this day, and I'm glad you're here. And everyone, get out of here and don't block the passage. Hey, and don't step on my dress. And with a chaotic footsteps, a bunch of girls come out, and some hold their dress while others only have their makeup on. And what is this? And I think I smell something burning. And a staff member appears trying to stop the girls in a panic. And don't panic, it's just a small fire and it's under control. And go back to your positions and stay away from the dressing room. What happened? And there was a small accident in the dressing room, but I have handled it, and there won't be any more security problem. The dressing room. And the angel frowns and screams as soon as she remembers something. And Dodora's dress. And the fire has been put out, but the smoke is still dense, and the costumes around the fire have been put away. Except for one dress, and it's a diamond studded from the neckline to the waist, and its color looks like the light of dawn. And the color would have encompassed the whole dress down to the slim waist, but the fabric was blackened by the fire. Dodora's hot culture, and is the only one in out of Maryland, and tonight is meant to be tribute on Dodora. So like the fire messed up Dodora's pretty dress. Before Nikki tries to comfort the guy, and more footsteps and the guy shot approach from their back. And where are you going? Freeze! And I go in a great stumble towards you, almost knocking down a props in the corridor. And let it stop her.
En fin, igual encontré una manera de trabajar.
Alright, let's put on the pink shoes that I require for this one. Well, that's a new hairdo that I got for her. It has like very nice curly stuff. Oh, that's cute. let's do front and back, and off we go.
Will you trust me?
The girl suddenly loses balance and bang, and she and Nikki fall to the ground. Nikki, and the girl in gray seems to be hurt more badly, but she struggles to her feet, attempting to run away. And her hood falls, revealing her messy hair and face, and the face once appeared only in the mirage, but now is true in reality. Ashley. And I have already experienced too long a life living as an ugly person, and I choose to destroy it with these hands. And no, don't go near the abyss. And don't give in to the darkness, and don't fall into the abyss. Don't give up on your soul. And you need to have faith in this world. The lake torn by the flames, and the people running and screaming, and a tear falling into the darkness. But she's not the girl who walked into the fire, the one who signed a pact with the demon, nor the one who called Nikki from the abyss. She seems to be the Ashley at the very beginning, a small animal lost in winter, scared and panicked. And light flashes in her eyes, and when she sees Nikki, the light is dim, but is no longer covered by the vast night fog. Ashley? Nikki? The guard pulls up Ashley by her thin arm and questions her in a loud voice. Did you set fire to the dressing room? The light in Ashley's eyes vanishes as soon as she hears the word fire. Well, in her previous life, she did set an entire beauty pageant on fire, but just because one person burns like a whole building down doesn't mean that they're the pyromania responsible for all forest fire. But I digress. She struggles, mumbling the same words again and again as she's being devoured by a great nightmare. It wasn't me, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Then what are you doing here? I came here for... As she looks around as she wants to defend herself, but she just lowers her head as well as her voice in the end. No one believes her, and they all look at her with doubt and curiosity, and their whispers and laughs make her suffocate. Another crazy fan of Dodora's, and I think she's the arsonist, and look at how ugly she is. She must have done this antisocial behavior to vent out her anger. I thought the scar was a makeup, and how frightening. I didn't. I never went into the dressing room. And who's in charge of the dressing room? And the crowd becomes silent and looks at each other, and a seen intern raises her hand hesitantly. It's me. I don't think I saw her. She must be the arsonist. Come on, we'll talk in the police station. No one else here would do that, and I think she's the one. And the crowd starts to discuss it, and the intern looks around carefully and apparently wavering. I'm not sure. Maybe I missed her. Ashley looks around in despair like a helpless person who's drowning, seeking a hand for help. I didn't. It's not me this time. They say this time, but she admitted to another time. Teresita, you think Ashley did it? Well, she did the fire to like burn her stepsister, so since that chick is not there, maybe it wasn't her. Or maybe it is. Or maybe it's Queen Lilith, who's also roaming around there. I don't think she would do such things anymore, and besides there's no evidence that she went into the dressing room. I agree, it's unfair for her if we just assume that she's the arsonist with no evidence. Looking at Ashley surrounded by the crowd, Nikki remembers the girl surrounded by fire. And Ashley has gone through too much darkness and injustice, and people shouldn't treat her like this anymore. And Nikki was out of the crowd and stands next to Ashley, who looks at her astonished with tears in her eyes. No one saw her in the dressing room, and why do you believe she's the arsonist? An investigation is needed, and that is called justice. And the people start yelling, but they continue to discuss with a low voice and looking at Ashley doubtfully. And you and Anastasia, hey, are you two together? And what I remember is too, and the cute fat cat, they once broke into the Dodora's lounge. And take them all. Hey, how many times do I have to tell you I'm not a cat and don't touch us or I'll bite you? As a cat normally does. And suddenly my familiar voice appears among the noisy crowd and is sweet as usual, yet more intimidating. Where are you taking my friends? Ashley? Nikki? The guard pulls up Ashley by her thin arm and questions her with a loud voice. Oh wait, that's okay, now we go to 3-5. The crowd quiets down and makes way obediently. It's Dodora, and she's only wearing little makeup, but still looks beautiful. Dodora raises her head and slightly miffed, and she stares at the guy who has grabbed Momo. Miss Dodora, and there are suspects of sneaking into the backstage and damaging your costume. As Dodora first looks at Nikki and then at Ashley, and her eyes moving naturally, instead of being suspicious or hostile, she seems friendly. It's you, and what are you doing here? Ashley looks at Dodora and is stunned for a while. You're Dodora's. Ah, and you must be here for Lilith. And before Ashley finishes the sentence, Dodora speaks in a sincere tone with her pretty eyebrows furrowed. I understand your excitement, but it's wrong to act like an obsessive fan. Be rational. Lilith? I think Dodora misunderstands something. And I don't know what's going on, but Dodora completely changed the atmosphere. And the guard's attitude almost seems to soften as he asks for Dodora's opinion. Miss Dodora, is she really innocent? There's no evidence showing that she has entered the dressing room, right? And are you gonna send her to the police just according to your guess? And as a guard here, you should have checked the CCTV at the beginning. But what are you doing? Buying time for the arsonist? It's like, go check the cameras, you lunatic. Sorry, I'll go check the CCTV right away. Alright, everyone, no more rubbernecking here. Back to your positions. And I know some people are still suspicious. They'll leave as Dodora seems angry. Thank you, Dodora. No problem. And I think and I don't think they have any evidence. And they pick you because of your. And looking at Ashley's card, Dodora realizes that she chose the wrong topic, and then she quickly changes the subject. So, you know Nikki and her friends? Kinda. Ashley nods hesitantly, and her gray pupils looking at you carefully. I think I met you before. I remember you. My name is Teresita. I am Nikki's friend. And Ashley nods, and a slight smile appears on her pale face. Ashley, how did you make May with May? And a full stand of costumes is shoved towards you, and the agent suddenly appears behind it and pushes the door to the close. I knew you would be here, and I brought you these backup costumes, and come and have a look. Well, they're as good as the customized dress before, but they're also the latest design. And how about this dress? And what about a laser cut jacket? And Dodora's glances at the colorful costume, looking bewildered for the first time. Not bad, but my whole performance was designed based on that costume. And looks like I can only count on my beauty and performance this time. I understand you feel pity, but the dress is already burned, and there's nothing the stylist here can do. I think we can modify the burn dress if there's still time. And Ashley mumbles as if she finds her words sound abrupt here. And yeah, it'll be a pity if this delicate dress is giving up. Dodora, can you give us and Ashley a chance? And we would like to help you if it's okay. This, I trust you, and please take care of it for me. Oh, they're gonna bend the dress. That's a very shiny dress. sparkly golden. Alright, now front and back. It's a very sparkly dress.
This time I'll change the ruined future.
The hem of the dress has been cut off and turning the flowing galaxy into an irregular starry sky. And while not as regal as it was before, the dress looks more lively now, which fits Dodora's mischievousness better. And the stars twinkle as Dodora spins. And Ashley seems to remember something when she loses the dress and she just cut, but Dodora's voice interrupts her. I love it, thank you. And I got a lot to say to you though, and let's save it till I win the contest. And are you sure you can win? And go for it, and Teresita and I have faith in you. Go get him, and thank you. Alright, get ready for the stage, and my champion. Dodora runs a few steps ahead of Angel and looks back and waving a V sign. And make sure you watch my performance down there. Standing a few steps away from Nikki, Ashley looks at Dodora's back. It is Ashley's a shadow memory, and how she left the ark and got to Cecilia. Nikki doesn't know which questions. Nikki doesn't know which question to start with. Not just that Ashley is what remains of Queen Lilith, and giving informing, because the demon didn't get her entire soul, so then that soul fragment got a body manifested there, and is roaming about. Actually, do you have a place to stay here in Chisia? The Chisia's close is and people are nice here, and they don't look at me like that. Can we pay you a visit tomorrow? And Ashley nods and says okay in a low voice. Alright, let's go back to the show. The daughter will be on the stage soon. The hem of the dress has been, turning into... Alright. I got a 7. As the contest is close to the climax, almost all of the idols of the final have completed their performances. And the moon rises in the sky, and the audience voice hoarse now, and they look tired, judging by the way they wave their sticks. But then the name on the screen arouses another round of applause. Dodora, Dodora, Dodora. Dodora slowly rises to the stage, and the cold light on her is clear as moonlight. And the whole stadium has become a sapphire night sky, and stars twinkle one after another to Dodora's steps. And unlike her unusual sweet style, Dodora's voice sounds strong and lifting, as if she's whispering to everyone. And the song is over, and the lights are out, and only the mediums on the screen are visible now, and eyes are closed, and the girl makes a wish. Dodora, Dodora. Dodora has left the stage, but the audience keeps crying for an encore. Her performance was even better than last time. And she's really good. And since Dodora wasn't lying, and listen to the cheers, and Dodora must be in first place. I just analyzed the fans' cheers and applause and expressions and calculated the approval rate of each girl, and the possibility of Dodora winning the championship is 84%. And Ian says moving his eyes from an unknown electronic device. So you took that scene here just to analyze their approval ratings? And the real-time ratings are displayed on the screen, and Dodora has 5 million votes and heavily outnumbered Dorothy. And as the rankings are announced, the girls take their seats in order. Almost every one of them has tears in their eyes. And some are moved by their fans, and some are disappointed by their ranks, while others are excited about sitting in the spotlight. And at last, only 2 idols are left, and everyone is certain that the winner will be either Dodora or Dorothy. And finally, here comes the climax of the night, and we can see Dodora's votes are always far ahead like in the previous show. But this year, the Forward Spring VIP channel and moments are also viable for voting. Will the rankings change? And now let's reveal Dorothy's votes. And the number on the screen starts to roll and rise and finally stop at 12.76 million votes. What? No way. None of the real-time approval ratings exceed 10 million before, but now with the votes of 3 channels, Dorothy is the first one to generate 10 million more approval rating. And the audience and the idols are stunned, and even Dorothy's fans are too surprised to cheer for her. And the camera focuses on Dorothy, who looks a bit surprised but is still flawlessly elegant. So apparently the Mercury group rigged the election so that Dorothy will be the winner of this idol contest. Well, they said it, not me. This is rigged. Mercury must be behind it. Such votes have never appeared in the idol contest, and this is gonna be hard for Dodora. Congratulations to Dorothy on setting a new record, and will Dodora overcome such an opponent and work miracles again? And the number on the screen starts to roll again, and they're rising to 5 million to 6, 7, and 8. And everyone in the stadium holds their breath and waiting for the number to exceed 10 million. And finally, the number starts at 9.84. And the whole stadium falls silent for an instant. And as soon as someone yells that something's wrong, the audience starts shouting, especially Dodora's fans. Rigged, rigged, rigged. And I didn't see this coming, something's up. And that lady in the 20s may be weird, but I agree her performance was better. And read, and why blame our Dorothy while your fans can afford to buy more votes? And a fan of Dorothy glances at you and snorts. And I knew you weren't Scythians at first glance, and look at your taste. And wash your mouth. So a riot is gonna break out cause of election fraud. In the world of Chinin Nikki, which has nothing to do with anything in the real world. Cause of course they be elves, you know. You gotta be thinking it has anything to do with like the real world, whatever. I don't know. I tapped out of the real world ages ago, as you kind of by now have noticed. Ah, look at this nice patchwork dress. Oh, this one also like, this one, look at those little curls. And let's expand the eyelashes a little more. And a nice little sun hat. A happy sun hat. Oh, here I like the scissor pin. Ah, le echo front and back and off we go.
Come on. I'll present you with the most beautiful dream.
And that's a cool transparency that it has on the bottom of the dress. Inside an office backstage, a dozen screens display the idol contest and the staff members are busy in front of the computers. And a middle-aged man is lying on the couch casually, but he sounds respectful on the phone. Yes, rest assured I will complete the CEO's task perfectly. Oh, you're flattering me, Mr. Vulture. And as soon as he puts down the phone, a staff member hands over a document. And sir, here's the total votes we just counted. And the producer takes the paper and throws it into the trash bin without looking at it. And this is usual. The winner must be from the Mercury era. And what about the votes? Do I have to tell you what to do? Just make up a number and make sure it's higher than Dodora's. You gotta that. See, I always thought that like TV game shows were rigged, but not much higher. Otherwise, the audience won't buy it. Yes, sir. And suddenly the door is slammed open, and several men in suits walk in, and they're all wearing black hats, and their faces are covered. Sir, you can't go in. And who is it? And the young leader ignores the staff and shows his card, and it has a symbol on the nearest cabinet. And the young leader lifts his hat gently, and his light gray eyes glisten in the cold light from the screen. And the producer remembers his face from the TV news. He's Fidel, not Castro, just some guy named Fidel. Just the certain names that like you can't like use anymore because it makes you think of like politicians and other chumps. It's like naming someone Adolf. Nobody can be named Adolf or Fidel or some other guy or whatever. The new minister of the Culture Bureau appointed by the Queen, Minister Fidel. You must let us know the inspection in advance. The producer gives him a one welcome while tipping the half and a wink, and ordering them to put away the documents on the ground. Fidel looks as indifferent as ever. Why am I not surprised? And he hasn't responded to the producer or stopped his little trick. Following the orders of Her Majesty, we're here to assist the staff of the contest. Her Majesty said the contest is essential for Nini's cultural development, so she hopes that the culture bureau can be notary. Artsy, I'll have them sort out the votes right away. No need, my men will process the original data themselves. But as the result has already, your job is done here, you may go. Well, if anyone knows how to manage a voting fraud, it's Lilith Fidel. The producer is going to say something else, but Fidel stares at him coldly and politely gestures for him to leave. Young as he is, Fidel's face is usually intimidating, and the producer dares not say another word and is in a hurry. And before he walks out of the room, he hears a piece of friendly advice from the young minister. As a citizen on the near, you should know who you're working for. Queen Lilith, the avatar of the goddess of desire. The audience is still shouting, and the number on the screen starts to move again. And 10 million, 11, 12 million, 13, 14, 15, and Dodora set a new record. And the deafening cheers resound, and all of the spotlight focuses on Dodora. And the winner of the idol contest this year, and the best idol in the near, is Dodora. Also, one group, the Met Carriera, started doing voting from, but then another person showed up to to put even more votes, and then it's just a huge mess. Then my camera focuses on Dodora, who however is not crying as expected, and Dodora only shows a big smile to the camera, as if the spotlight and the flowers belonged to her originally. Now let's hear how the winner make a speech. Dodora goes onto the stage and stares at the cheerful audience for quite a while, as if trying to remember everyone's face. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who supported me, and this honor belongs to all of us. And as a long time ago, when I saw someone performing on the stage for the first time, I imagined what I would look like in the spotlight. And what's on Dodora's mind is the time on the corridor and her favorite place on the ocean of memory. And that was a very colorful world. And Dodora tries not to sob. And at the time, it was impossible for me to perform on stage, and it was like another world where I didn't belong. But now I am standing here, and it's like a dream all of you built for me. Whatever the future will be, whenever I will be, my heart will always chase the spotlight on the stage. And uniquely sweet as always, Dodora's voice sounds unusually solemn. And the whole stadium falls silent for an instant, and then there's another round of applause for the brightest star of Cecilia. Now let's welcome Her Majesty Queen Lilith to crown our champion. And although exhausted after all of the twists and turns, the audience still offers the warmest and most sincere applause to the Queen. I never thought we would see Queen Lilith, and this was this was totally worth it. And a red carpet slowly unfolded on the dance floor, and the lights on both sides of the stage were turned on one by one. And Lilith, dressed in a gown, stared by a admiring and respectful audience, walked onto the stage gracefully. Good evening, my people. And Lilith's voice is soft, as if she's whispering, but people cheer as she greets them. It's a great honor to be here, and thank you all for the excellent performance. Lilith looks at the contestants gently, and those girls who were stunned by rhymes are now gazing at Queen Lilith with yearning eyes. As Queen of Ninier, I am proud of you. I officially invite Miss Dodora to attend the music event in Beijing with me as the ambassador of the cultural exchange. The audience as well as Dodora are surprised, and she poisons herself hesitantly. And it's common for Tom ranking out of Ninier to get involved in politics or even become the queen. But still, few get to represent Ninier in a foreign affairs right after the contest, and therefore Queen Lilith must think very highly of this girl, or this pawn. The queen holds Dodora's hand, who is still in a daze, and stands in the spotlight with her. They are so beautiful, and Lilith, Dodora, Lilith. And the two girls stand on top of the stage, gold confetti landing on their hair, and all Cecilia gives them is love. And this is the first event after the disaster in the year, and people clap and cheer and sing again as if the night will last forever. Nikki changed into something as dazzling as Queen Lilith's gown and enjoy the night. Well, it's hard to try to outshine the physical embodiment of desire created by a demon, but let's go try that. But let's try. sparkly lining dress. No, the glasses is a required item. There are certain stages you can only pass through them by creating a specific item. Alright, let's put on the fancy gloves and I guess I'll remove that piece so that I can put on the earrings. Alright, let's show front and back, and off we go with the sparkly outfit.
This time I'll change the ruined future.
But the glasses look fine. I mean, at least they don't conflict with the color of the dress. Eliza and Lilith and Dodora stay together. A friend of mine is a huge fan of yours, and can you give your autograph to her? Of course. Smiling, Lily takes a photo from a waiter and starts to write. Who and what's your friend's name? Her name is, what was it? Oh, right, Ashley. Dodora is not sure, but she thinks she saw a small crack in the queen's flawless face. And yet the cracked face away among the smile as gentle as a spring night. Ashley. All right, then. Ashley. Because she's Ashley. What do you mean? She must be thinking she onto me. Does she know about the demon? The dressing room is full of flowers, and the crystal crown has been taken off by its owner and lying on the table in silence. Congratulations, Dodora. You did a very good job. Dodora touches her hair and feeling inexplicably lost. And are you really happy for me? Of course, the show was brilliant, but there's one more thing that we came here for. I know. And Dodora looks at you seriously and takes a deep breath, and she seems to even more nervous than when she delivered the speech. Teresita, I know I should fulfill my duty as an envoy and work with you. I know that there was a huge crisis in Mirror not so long ago, and those guys in the Abyss have been restless. And I know how much you need me, but this time I want to control my own life. And never mind if the world is gonna go to hell, I'm gonna do whatever I feel like. It may sound selfish, but my fans need me. Even if I don't do my job, they'll go to hell. I promise I'll give them the best performance, and I don't want to let them down. Me neglecting my duty causes everyone in the world to go to hell. Besides, as an envoy, I don't know what to do to change the fate of Maryland. But as the daughter who's on stage, I know how to realize my own value and bring more colors to Maryland. And my fans need me, and the stage of the year is also waiting for this brightest star, so don't bother to trying to pressure me. Well, the goddess of desire be like, oh, we're all doomed as long as there's desire in the world. Since Dodora desires to like fool around as an idol, her desire is conflicting with her duty to save the world. Dodora said a lot of insincere matter. Though she is dressed up like a doll, her eyes are sparkling with determination. And that sounds weird, Dodora. And what do you mean by your duty as an envoy? And I think she imagined a lot of things. And Dodora, I'm afraid you got the wrong idea. Dodora frowns, looking particularly bewildered. And you come all the way to Sicily to find me, and aren't you going to take me away by any means necessary? Huh? Seriously, you're not gonna tie me up or seduce me as you can have your envoy back. Dodora, that's not what we're here for. Actually, we just confirmed Teresita's identity and don't know what to do next, so we're not asking for anything from you. Exactly, we're here to search for information about Teresita. And Dodora seems to blush. And my teacher said my encounter with Teresita is the key to changing Mirrorland's fate, so the envoys and their guard are important to me. I see. And Dodora mutters something and her face turns completely red. Dodora, can you tell us what you know about Teresita and how the ocean of memories devoured the continent? Yeah, we only need you as an exposition fairy, Dodora, so you can relax. Dodora glances at Neon and looks even more red, and she lowers her head and sings for a while. My memory is vague too, and I think I was born from the people's desire for beauty long, long ago. We had lived in Star Islet, deep in the ocean of May, where the star trails meet. Starstream Island, and that's a beautiful name, and I don't even know if such a place in the ocean of memories exists. And by the way, it's named by one of the 5 envoys, so you know where the other 4 are. I don't really remember them or anyone else in the ocean of memories. And I remember one of them woke us at the exact same time every day, and another often made weird stuff, and one liked keeping animals. And the last thing I remember is a storm, and that was the largest one I have ever seen on the ocean of memories. And then I lost my memories and woke up on the beach of Sicily. And my memory slowly came back after the disaster hit Royal City, and I knew that it wasn't an earthquake but a demon from the abyss. And on the first day you came to Sicily, I felt a familiar power between you two. Indeed, and there's a strong bond between Nikki and Teresita. Actually, I don't really know what to do. And I know I have to return to my position one day, but not now. And I have my own dreams, and not a very big one, but I think it's meaningful and I want to achieve it. Your fans will be so moved if they heard you that. And this is what I should do as the brightest star of the near. And the familiar light in the girl's eyes can be seen again, and it's as bright as stars. So where are you going next? Wherever we can find a way to protect Miranda, and I want to get more information about Teresita and the other 4 envoys first. And what about you, Dodora? I'm the ambassador of cultural exchange appointed by the Queen now, and I'll be going to the City of Music in Pigeon soon. When? Well, sooner or later. And speaking of the other envoys, I don't know where to find them, but I'm sure it won't be easy. And Nikki, your teacher really entrusted you with a huge task, and it's gonna be tough. I know, but it's what I want to do, and besides, I believe I can change fate with Teresita. And Dodora still has something to say, but she keeps it to herself in the end. Don't get overconfident. And she doesn't look worried anymore and raises her eyebrows. And by the way, here's a small gift before we say goodbye. And Dodora takes out a delicate box from the drawer and sends it over in seemingly casual way. Inside the box is a necklace she carries with her as a lucky charm, and the ruby in the middle is surrounded by crystals. The ruby is still glowing even indoors, and it's as bright as Dodora on stage. Are you really going to give it to us? And it's very important to you, right? It's good you understand. It's my lucky charm, so I think it'll bless you too. And remember, don't lose it. Dodora pauses and pretends to be upset by your hesitation in taking it. I just felt like giving it away and take it before I change my mind. But Dodora, you prepared a box for it and you plan to give it to us, didn't you? And thank you, Dodora. And we will take good care of it. And Dodora nods with satisfaction. And I have one more request before we say goodbye. And I remember I lost every styling battle against Teresita when we were in the Starstream Island. And since you don't remember now, and what are you going to take advantage of the situation? Don't say it like I'm a villain, so do you want to fight me again? Let's wear something nice. This one is fun. It's a little bit like, it looks like something that Sailor Moon will wear. Or maybe Madoka Magica. Okay, we got that one or this one. I like this one better. Well, since I didn't put nail, now I gotta put, now I'm gonna put gloves. Alright, that seems to match it well. Yeah, that's like a magical girl outfit fish. And now let's give her something to hold. Some magic stuff or something. That's front and back, and off we go.
Come on. I'll present you with the most beautiful dream.
¿No? Sí. Ah, lo estaba sacando. Separado de la... Ah, pero no se lavó con eso. Sí se lavó con eso porque se le estaba sacando separado.
After the final, Lilith and Dodora's photos hit the front page of every paper in Cecia, and the champions' wings can be seen on every board. And Dodora's fans have celebrated for the whole night, and there are still fans in the universe singing in the streets together. And the next day, only the Cecia School of Design is quiet and beautiful and simple as ever, as if the contest never happened. As she said, she lives in the dorm of the strange, but it's hard to find where it is. I wonder how she's doing here. And we need to figure out how Ashley made it to Cecia. And given the anomaly on the Arch days ago, I think it's actually probably a shadow memory from the personality mirror. And as far as I know, this has only happened twice on the Ark, and I wonder what kind of power could get out of hand and make her an individual. Me too, and by the way, Nia, and why are the rules so complicated here, and are we there yet? Nikki, let's ask someone for help. You don't seem to be a student here, and what are you doing here? And a man wearing a staff ID card comes over and staring at you warily. And we're visiting a friend in the dorm of the strange, and can you tell us how to get there? The staff member touches his chin and thinks for a while. That building, you're not even close, and the roads there are well known for their complexity, and I don't know how to describe it. Could you take us there? The staff member frowns and seems bothered. Alright, I'm going there anyway. Follow me. And then the staff member starts to lead the way, and he seems to be in a hurry. And past the garden, the surroundings become more and more secluded, and you almost can't see any students around. I don't think anyone lives here. And what are you waiting for? I need to get back to the office. Cecia Ida contest in Norwood, especially offered for teachers and students. Come take a look. And the familiar merchant jumps out of nowhere and carrying a stationery and accessories. Sherlock. And you're everywhere. And you guys again, and I just come here to sell the latest stationery to the teachers and students, and does anything catch your eye? And so you must be a new teacher, and I never saw you before. Get out, no peddling on the campus. And instead of backing up, Sherlock laughs and steps forward and checking the man's staff card. And your fake ID card is really bad, and would you like to order one for me? And I promise no one will be able to tell the difference. Enough nonsense. And Nikki, something's wrong with this guy. And Nikki whispers, and pays close attention to the two in front of her. Aeon takes a step forward and keeping all of you behind him. And the fake staff member looks back, and a hostile power rushes towards Nikki at the same time. That's a little overdressed. You won't like me when I change my makeup. And I change my outfit.
vamos a jugar?
This one's a little on the crazy side, but let's go with it. Uh, it's got a a mega horn with a gator, and off we go. You can either yell at people to stun them and then hit them, because I used megaphones before, and those things are heavy. Like, they are a great blunt weapon.
Every battle I'm in, victory.
So yeah, like, you can like deafen your opponent by yelling at them, and then when they cover their ears, that's your chance to then like smash their head with it. So that's a possibility if you like to use unorthodox weapons in like your street fighting. I don't advocate like street fighting, but it's like that's your deal, like love and peace, man. Not saying anything, whatever. Love and rest in peace, as my brother just corrected me. I hope you're having fun, as I am. Kitty cat sucks. No, cats don't suck. What I mean is that I'm wearing cat socks. Hey, he's running away. And Nikki, Teresita after him. Don't bother. This guy must have been waiting for us, and there might be another ambush. And who's that, and where is he taking us? Ashley lives here, and could it be her? And there are too many questions about Ashley, but is they here for her, and why did they attack us? Anyway, let's go visit Ashley first, and I hope she's okay. She'll be fine as long as you leave her alone. And seeing the weariness in your eyes, Charlotte shrugs. I mean, you're being closely watched, and you don't want to drag anyone else into it, right? We're being watched. Not everyone has forgotten Miss Nikki's contribution to the royal city. And I also heard Miss Nikki is Master Leonie's successor. Enough, and who are you? Don't worry, I wouldn't have reminded you if I planned to do anything, and I'm here to sell you something. And what is it this time? Sherlock rummages through his backpack and takes out a box, and inside is a cloud scroll. And the scroll unfurls, and it's a landscape painting, and the mountains are painted with ink, and there's a red house among the mist. And it doesn't have a signature, but only a glowing stamp, which seems to contain gold powder. At the same time, the star shard behind the mirror starts to glow, and it's a golden gem. And a warm and bright it shines on the mist and mountains in a painting. The mirror, but why? The mirror is responding to this painting. Judging from the shape of the mountains and style of the house, it may be a place in Cloud Capital, and where do you get it? You may have to ask the seller yourself. And then Charlotte takes a few steps forward and turns around and waves at you. And it's out of print, and you won't get such a huge offer again. Teresita, shall we follow him? Sure, why not? And this is the only clue we have now, and we have to take the risk. There are many theaters east of Gladys Avenue, and familiar with place, Charlotte leads you through the alley after another. And finally he stands in front of a dark building, and its style is unique and looks nothing like linear. The antique sign says, "The Never Fall Troop." It's Chinese theater, isn't it? And wait, the seller says only you, and you are allowed in. Teresita and me. And Charlotte nods and beckons the two of you to come closer. Nikki, Teresita. It's okay, Ian. The theater is quiet in the day, and the hall is completely empty, and the curtain is tightly closed. And Charlotte has disappeared somewhere, leaving even more silence in the hall. And suddenly the sound of the steady footsteps comes from behind the curtains, and a fan lifts the curtain a little. And a man comes out of the curtain, and he stands on the stage in a cloud robe, as if he's greeting the audience. Hello, Nikki. And he turns his eyes and looks at you, and the butterfly at the corner of his eyes flapping its wings. Nice to meet you, Teresita. And you know me. I don't, but the owner of that painting does. And, and Shinji's voice is as gentle as ever, and he looks well prepared as always. And Nikki grabs the hands of her top and seems to remember something and looks a bit nervous. Shinji, what do you want? Relax. I am here because someone asked me. What I'm going to tell you is in that painting. And where is the owner? He's waiting for you inside the painting. And she is Josephine as if he's enjoying a play. I see. The place in the painting is from Cloud Capital. I see, you mean to say he's in the Cloud Capital? That's right, well done. So we're going to Cloud Capital next. And if you're really being watched, the trip is going to be risky, and besides, she needs information may not be true. And he did see Nikki once after all, and he might also have a reason, but are you hesitating? And Nikki raises her head silently. Indeed she was. And even so, the mirror's reaction won't lie. Enya has proven that the next clue is in Cloud Capital. And she knows the owner, and he has the best intelligence network in Mirrorland, and it seems you have no other choice but to trust him. I can give you some help if you're going to Cloud Capital. Chinin seems to know what Nick is worried about, and he was closer, and his voice is clear and sincere. But then again, he's an actor. The Neverfall troop is just finished a tour in Linear and is going to Cloud Capital. I can keep you safe if you come with me. Come with me if you want to travel. Chinin shows a small smile, but no one knows what danger lurks behind it. And why are you helping us? The same reason as before. Someone asked me to. And you don't have to answer me right now, and take your time to think. I'll wait. And what do you think, Teresita? Going to the Cloud Capital with him is the best choice right now. Agree, and even if he's plotting something, he's still the only source of information we have now. And he needs information, and he can trust him before he gets to it. Are you really going to Cloud Capital with Shinji? And Ian looks worried after he hears about it from Nikki. And don't worry, Ian, Teresita and I have gone through a lot. Of course, I trust you. It is just. Nikki, Marina, I have to go back to the Ark, and Ashley's appearance means that the Ark may be unstable. I want to check it. And we've been out only a few days, and is this my fate as an Ark, I mean? Marina, it's not your fate, but your responsibility, and we must fulfill our duty as the admins. I know, and you don't need to be so serious. I'm gonna miss you guys, and I thought we would go to Cloud Capital and even more places together. Aeon smiles slightly, and staring at the clouds in the distance, he looks unwilling to leave too. We're not leaving right away. Marina and I are going to go to Capital with you, and then we'll be going after that. And this leader of the Neverfall troop is full of mysteries, and I can't help but worry about you. So reliable, Aeon, and Nicholas changed into a similar close to the Neverfall troop's office and set off. Yeah, that's like kimonos and robes.
looks just like a legendary token.
We're ready to go to the Never Fall Through people.
You trust me?
It's a extremely elaborate looking kimono. And now with all the little side missions. Ashley doesn't remember how long she has been lost in the dream. She thought she had completely disappeared and finally escaped from the world that never loved her. But she just fell into a sweet dream where Lilith was born from the fire and exchanged her soul for infinite beauty and love. No, that was not a dream, and that was what Lilith went through. Ashley saw the demon's attendant's frantic eyes and touched the nightingale's cold feathers, and heard the youngest violin break. And late at night in the near palace, a figure showed up before the queen's throne, the goddess of desire. Give your soul to me, and you shall learn the love of all humans in the world and an everlasting, unwavering love. And are you willing to give it to me? The young queen reached out almost without hesitation. No, no, no. And as she didn't know what the goddess of desire meant, and her words were like a serpent twisting around the girl's heart, hissing. And she didn't know what she wanted or the disaster that would happen, and what she knew was Lilith would give up. What she knew was that Lilith would give up her soul again, and just like she did. No. And the goddess of desire turned around, and Ashley couldn't see her face and only the dark abyss in her eyes. Shush. I don't want to hear that. The dark abyss reached out to drag Ashley into the endless nightmares. Instead of struggling, she just looked at Lilith for the last time. Lilith looked back, watching her figure turn into dust and her eyes as cold as the moonlight. Is this what you want, Lilith? And she was going to say something, but the kaleidoscope dream was gone, and darkness covered her eyes and wrapped around her throat. And is everything over? Her painful and ugly life has finally come to an end. Ashley. And it was like 100 years had passed in the darkness when nothing existed, and then a weak voice was heard from the chaos. Ashley. And who's there? Ashley, did they bully you again? Ashley, have you ever seen sunshine? I think I heard them before. Yes, she has. And they were said by a musician who only played for her and the blind girl who taught her every note. But she had gone too far into the dark to hear the voices again, and the forgotten words changed into fireflies glistening in her sight. Ashley, we will sing together again. Ashley, get onto the stage. No, I can't just disappear like this. And I can't go near the night or fall into the abyss. And I can't give up on this world. Go on, go summon the meteor shower that's been long gone. And the fireflies light up the sky, and where every star is telling a story of hope. And the meteor shower is real, and Nikki once put out the fire in Ashley's heart with one summon upon the lake Silvermoon, and meteors fall gently into the night sky into Ashley's arms, and Ashley reaches out to grab them. Thus, and in front of her is not the Perez or Lilith, and she finds herself in a strange room with weird instruments around her. And a door slightly opens and light comes out, and she can hear the faint sound of music, as if it's summoned by something. Ashley walks to the door, and she pushes it open. I think I want her to wear gloves this time. Let me find, see if I have some red gloves. But then I'm not, or white is also a good option, but I don't know, too big. Oh yeah, that looks fun. Cat ears. Front and back, and off we go.
Every battle I'm in, victory is the only outcome.
In the streets of Sisia, a group of Tryon boys are chasing someone in a cloak. Monster, look at this monster! And the passenger don't pay attention to the person in the cloak, but they frown at the rude boys. Monster, and where are you going? And the pebbles thrown at the person in the cloak hits the wall of the school building, and the guards stop the boys from getting in. No shouting on the campus. Ashley takes off her gray cloak behind the walls, and she arrives in the city after going across the magical rainbow bridge, and laughs and insults like this have happened many times. But none of them can hurt her anymore, and she even thinks the city is much better than Star Heaven, and most people here just ignore her. And she looks curious at the academy, and the green domes are classically beautiful, and the walls show a long history. History Museum of Theseus School of Design. And there's a starry sky on the noon, and all of the stars fall towards a statue that looks like a magical creature or dancing water. Is this a statue of a god? It's a god from legends. And Ashley turns around to see a pale face with black marks on it. Whoa, whoa. And both of them are staring at each other's screens, and then Ashley realizes it's a girl in a witch costume. And under the oversized witch guard is a ghostly face with marks on the corner of her eyes. And before she can figure out why the girl is dressed that way, Ashley covers her face subconsciously. And the witch girl pats herself on the chest and lets out a long sigh. Gosh, you don't have to overreact like that. It's rude. I'm so sorry. I just don't want to scare you. And the girl looks at Ashley bewildered. No way, only I get to scare people here. Anyway, my name is Cersei the 14th, heiress of the Great Witch. The Great Witch from the Great Witch of Iceland. Hi, Cersei. My name is Ashley, and I am not a student here. It's Cersei the 14th, and put down your hands, Ashley, and you're in CCS School of Design, and you don't have to be afraid. But Ashley is still standing to the side, and her hands on her face, and Cersei could only shrug. I can still see your scar, even if you cover it. Ashley doesn't know what the girl means, and she just lowers her head to stop talking. Hey, you seen that statue? It's designed by the first principal of the CC School of Design. And I don't see why, but it's the legendary god of beauty and styling. We're her. It's nothing like that perfect goddess, Lilith. And seemingly responding to her words, Ashley looks at the statue not far away. The principal said it represents the god's will, and it hopes everyone has a different definition of beauty. Actually, I think the principal just made up those legends, and he just wants to tell us there is more than one kind of beauty. And every one of us should appreciate and be blessed, should be appreciated and blessed. Every one of us? Yes, it is written in our motto. Nowadays, the students don't care much about it, though. And by the way, you're not a student here, right? And the campus will be closed at night, and you should be going home now. I'm not Cesian. And where do you live then? I don't have a home. Ah, I see. I came to Cecilia without letting anyone know too, and no one believed I could be admitted to the school. I don't think I'm in that situation. Don't worry, since you have had the privilege of meeting the greatest witch of the century, I will take care of everything. And Cersei lifts the oversized witch hat and raises her chin. Come with me. If you want room and boarding, take off your cloak and tidy your hair. You gotta look polite as a guest. That's a nice eyebrow, lashes. Oh yeah, this is the scene that goes with his dress. Alright, let's show front and back.
Trust me.
In front of them is a house painted pure black, and the roof points to the sky, and it looks unique among the cute dormitories. Staring at the sign that has the dorm was strange written in cursive, Ashley is still hesitant. Can I really go in? Of course, make yourself at home. And unlike the outside, the living room is decorated with flowers and paintings, and the air smells warm and nice. And a blonde in a pink dress is putting sugar in her tea, and her movement is graceful as a princess. And if you ignore the dramatic sick beer on her face. And the princess raises her head, swinging his blonde hair to the back, and gives Ashley a standard smile that shows 8 teeth. Cersei, you got another new friend. It's Cersei, the 14th princess, Ashley Princess. Right when Ashley is going to say hello, a delicate tray is pushed over to her, in which is a fine china filled with hot tea. And a young nobleman is looking at her, blinking his sapphire eyes. And may I offer you a cup of tea, my lovely lady? And as she can't help but blush. And don't be a fool, she's a girl. Please call me Prince, my sweet lady. And suddenly the machine beside them starts to rumble, and it's then that Ashley sees something like a robot on the couch. And the princess pulls the robot up easily and turns his head to Ashley. The 16th person brought back by Cersei, scanning no suspicious objects at the security level, a scan complete. And don't act like a robot, and Ashley could be the 5th registered member of our magical human club. And Cersei comes close to Ashley and whispers to her, and don't worry, he's not a real robot or one from the ruins, he's a local Sixian. By Magician Human Club, you mean? And it's a club I founded, and we only have 4 members though, but it will become the largest club in Sicily next year. Our purpose is Cecia's a renewable friend, and have a cup of tea first, and she looks exhausted. And as she looks at the scented tea and takes a sip carefully, a warm flower flows into her body, and she can't help but drink it up, and the beautiful princess smiles with satisfaction, refilling the cup. Ashley, did you run away from home to study here, just like Cersei? Actually, I'm from Star Heaven, and I'm here to see someone. Who is it, my lady? It's Lilith. Lilith. Or are you the queen with the average taste? And by the way, in the last election, to increase the uncertainty of the outcome, I voted for Dodora. Oh, come on. Queen Lilith is also a beautiful rose in the garden, and it's everyone's right to pursue lovely ladies. Although Ashley has average taste, we should support her. After all, she walked all the way here from Star Heaven alone. And instantly everyone in the room admires and sympathizes with Ashley. Technically, I didn't walk. And knock, knock, knock. And Ashley is interrupted by the knocks. And that's the dorm manager reminding us that we're not supposed to be making noise during the rest time. Honey, let's change it to something comfortable first, and my new lace night dress must look good on you. Alright, let's look for something that looks this one looks like a nice sleepy time night dress. And then something relaxing looking. something. And I'll carry a duck. Oh, a duck plushie.
I see the causes of the world with my eyes.
And it disappear. I gotta mention 3-4. The article has just finished. The licensees for a theater are on, and the audience still wants an encore. The back door of the theater is only used by the staff, and under the spotlight on the stage, the shadows stand out. And Ashley's in a corner, and she and the darkness standing as one. And it's Artsy who told Ashley about the center, and she has worked in the Cecilia Opera Theater as a guard for a couple of days. Alright, I'm in. And Ashley holds the Bearded Princess 16 spear phone and Pinka's 15, and thank goodness he has no rhinestones or love poems. Oh, nothing, just a small accident. Yes, thank you, Cersei, the 14. And Ashley puts down the phone and the smile disappearing from her face immediately. And she kneels on the cold wall, eyes closed, and gradually recalling Lilith in her mind. Lilith is standing in a dazzling spotlight, enjoying the applause and cheers and love from everyone. Good evening, my people. Lilith's mouth suddenly disappears, and that dark expression is on her rose-like face. Ashley is a suspect with an ugly scar captured by the guards, and she can't break free no matter how hard she tries. Ashley suddenly opens her eyes to find nothing, and her sight is shrouded in darkness again. And what can an ugly suspect say to the respected queen? And ever since she went across that magical bridge in Cecilia, Ashley has been obsessed with one goal: find Lilith. And this is the first time she has started about this wish. And Ashley wants to tell Lilith that her choice is wrong, and everything that has happened so far proves Lilith was right. And the one who is supposed to live in this world is Lilith and not Ashley. What can I say? And Ashley comes to her senses when she hears footsteps and a man walks out from the back door. And he looks around cautiously, and Ashley has to hold her breath. And the man is talking on the phone with a low voice, but Ashley is sensitive to sound, so she just hears a few words. Yes, an accident in the contest. My apologies. And what? The strategy supplies. Okay, right away. And the man leaves in a hurry after the call. An accident in the contest. Something happened to Dodora. And the door opened again, and a group of men in black show up with an unidentified figure among them. And could it be Lilith? And Ashley looks out of the corner, only to be dazzled by the guard's flashlight. Who's there? Find some more. There's some purple stuff. And demon horns. And here's some city flowers. But then again, like people think of horns and they immediately think of demons, but there's like plenty of
Change the ruined future.
there's plenty of other creatures that have horns that are not necessarily demonic. I mean, like satyrs, they're hilarious. And also fawns, just like mythological goat people. Dragons have horns and they're very cool. The Hollow Knight, most of the Hollow Knight characters have horns. So you didn't even see her. And in the living room of the dorm of the strange, Ashley nods thoughtfully, holding a cup in her hand. It's okay. It's always hard to meet your idol. Oh, class them, Ashley. We'll talk after. And only Ashley is leaving the dormitory and she remains seated until a knock at the door interrupts her thoughts. Cersei, did you forget your notes again? And Ashley opens the door to find someone she never expected. Ashley opens it and finds someone. Okay. I guess it's like a little frozen. No, I meant the game, not the... Let's try this again. Yeah, it's not going past this. I'll just skip to the styling part. Well, most of these side stories don't advance the plot much. Like I think it was Dodora who showed up there. Alright, let's turn front and back and off we go.
Come on. I'll present you with the most beautiful dream.
Yeah, it was Dodora. So she probably just asked Ashley to like duel her in like a styling match. Alright, so we're free, and then they became friends. So then that's everything in volume 2, chapter 3. I hope you have fun watching this live stream, and please give a like and subscribe. Bye bye and God bless. And I'll read the next one the next time I stream Chinin Nikki. Like, I'm just trying to like not wander around too much, so that way like I do a continuous stream with just like having all of the chapters in order.